No. When it's food.
It's cat food.
It's really nice food.
Wait, banana.
Take it from me.
That is unpopular.
That is slander.
Huh?
That is slander.
Yes.
You're
We
literally
should
slandering
sue you.
a whole tribe of people.
I feel as if I'm being attacked, and it's not fair.
Rightfully so.
But according to me, it's my opinion. What is yours, Maria?
Do you really have an unpopular food opinion? Maybe don't let anyone tell you can't eat anything. I'm lactose intolerant. But that does
I
not
can
stop
see
me
where it's
from drinking milk. Then me and the toilet. Yeah.
And I tell you are a DJ.
Yeah, I mean, it's hazard.
To your mind.
Of loving milk.
To your mind. To your mind.
I believe all of you have eaten githeri once in a lifetime.
Me love
Why?
baby.
I feel like githeri should be food for prisoners only. High schoolers or anyone at home should be.
Me I'm a prisoner
It's
then.
not sweet,
Take,
I mean.
cuff me and take me to
Githeri
prison.
is the S word.
The S word.
Yeah, it's shit.
It's that one. And finally,
I don't have any unpopular opinions with regards to food.
you eat anything.
I eat anything. I eat
Foodie.
everything.
You're a foodie.
I guess you could say that.
Light food is
But someone told me foodie is another word for mlafi. Okay, let's introduce ourselves. Hi everyone, my name is Tinega Okari. I'm joined today by 3 other hosts who are going to introduce themselves. The first one is none other than Mr. Nani, who will introduce himself.
They call me the man of controversy. Because my name
Who is they?
They.
Who is they?
Let him introduce
They call me
himself.
the man of controversies because I am a man who questions everything. My name is Peter Arun. I'm glad to be part of this group right now.
Karibu sana Peter Aru. The next one is very popular among the listeners. She will introduce herself.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode. Due to popular demand, I am back.
Small podcast.
You're welcome.
My name is Mawia Faith, a Toastmasters member and a very devoted podcaster. Is that a thing?
Hey,
Yes, it is.
a very
Yes, thank you.
And the other one is the man with the voice, the person who seated on my
Oh,
right.
my church.
Too much.
You take it away. I won't say anything.
My name is Raymond Romeo, and I'm glad to be back.
We are
That's all
glad
I
to
have
have you back. So today we are going to be talking about unpopular opinions, controversies, and how to articulate them in the modern world in a way that does not hurt or contravene other people's emotions or views. Are we together about that?
I guess
Are you
so.
ready?
Yes.
I assume all of you are on Twitter.
Yes, I am.
Are you active on Twitter?
Yes, I am.
Are you active, Maria, on
Very
Twitter?
passive. Viewer.
You're not part of the KOT.
Like,
more.
view, laugh at memes, keep going.
No problematic.
Me and
problematic
KOT.
tweets.
Tweet or anything.
I
KOT
can't.
will.
We're in the same boat. I don't do it.
You don't do Twitter, so you don't know about controversy that much.
I do know a lot about controversy.
I just
Indeed,
not
like-
actively
You like
participate.
it on a personal level.
but-
On a personal
Yeah,
level,
personal level.
I like to
I like this
feel.
guy. I like this guy.
do you know what being cancelled is?
Yes, I do.
Online. Being cancelled basically is when you tweet something that is problematic or something that people do not agree on, and you have a job or you're a celebrity, people gang up against you, and they make sure that you lose your source of revenue, you lose your job, and you lose your platform.
Simply because I have a different opinion.
A differing opinion.
Yes.
And
Your
then,
opinion rubs other people
The wrong
way.
And they're
And-
enough to sort of like affect their mob mentality almost, yeah. And there's nothing you can really do to protect yourself, and you almost have to give in to their opinion in order to.
Particularly if you are if you're a person who has influence or a person who has a platform like a celebrity, your opinions affect people whether you like it or not.
But it's a free world.
It's a free to some
then there's that
extent.
reason where people follow you. You have a fan base. So if you say go out there and hit people with stones, the people are like really staunch followers. That is the reasoning they give.
In Twitter,
when
they call
you say
them-
go do this, they will go do that, and then now you've incited people to do stuff. To some extent, there's some truth, but then I still feel they're limiting your freedom of expression, because at the end of the day, you're human. You have your own opinions, and just because you have like 100,000 followers does not really mean they should limit that freedom.
Yeah, I
Because
get
I know
you.
I can say anything right now. I mean, I only have to.
It took is a lot. Me, I've got 50 on Insta. But to some extent, do you have a celebrity who can tell you to do something and you actually go out and do it?
I follow people who've done controversial things.
Example?
So I watch a lot of football, yeah. I'm a United fan.
Yay!
And
United.
Yeah!
and I think we all know about, or most of us know about Ryan Giggs, the guy who slept with his brother's wife for 13 or so years. Yeah.
But that is that controversial? Is that unpopular?
Sleeping with the brother's wife is actually
What?
Which country? Which one?
But who-
Is it okay?
Who does that harm apart from the brother and his
It
wife?
harms
The followers.
I think the fans.
And the image. Because it doesn't look nice. You slept together. Where's your loyalty? Where's your loyalty?
You're trash. I don't think I have a celebrity who can affect me that much.
I wouldn't say he'd affect me. I'm just saying, like, I do follow people. I have followed people that have done controversial things.
I
But
get
that
you.
doesn't necessarily mean that I have to engage in that because I also have a mind of my own. So
There's this thing they call separating the art from the artist. Do you love Giggs because of his football or because of his action outside the
I
field?
wouldn't say I love Giggs anymore. Just precisely because I understand what he did was messed up. Yeah. So if we take the R. Kelly situation,
R. Kelly, perfect example, yeah.
there is no separation between art and
Do you know what R. Kelly did?
No, what did you do? No?
You serious?
He...
Legit.
Oh my god, you're not on Twitter.
Legit. Do not judge, please.
R. Kelly was accused and found guilty of child abuse, molestation,
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Multiple counts. He's actually in prison right now. He was sentenced 2 weeks ago.
The same thing happened to Benjamin Mendy.
Oh,
Man City.
no.
Mendy, oh man, not Mendy from Chelsea.
No.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, same thing happened. He's awaiting trial.
He's awaiting trial.
as we speak. Yeah.
That's heavy.
I think it just so happens that I guess we are people. We are a group of people who are a bit more independent in our thinking. You know, as he said.
I just recalled
Yeah.
Amerix.
Amerix.
As the only female of this
Before we
podcast.
continue, let us promote on Amerix. Who is for Amerix in this podcast? Who is for?
Who's for?
I don't think there is.
Do you hear the silence?
Thank you.
Amerix is trash. According to the J. Gavel podcast, you heard it here first. What did
The
Amerix
things
do?
I see on people, like I have very ardent followers of Amerix on my WhatsApp feed, and there are days I'm actually like so angry at this guy because what are you telling people? There was actually, I don't think it was Amerix, but another someone who's following in on its footsteps was saying if a lady doesn't give it up to you or she's holding it out for a while, you should dump her because she's playing games or something like that.
Amerix
That
said
was
that.
really offensive. No,
To
someone
an
else.
extent, the things he says that I agree with.
Yeah. But then there are some that on that
And
other
like-
end of the spectrum.
Like,
But there is no room for nuance when it comes to such opinions. If someone says he can do that, it disqualifies every other thing,
I don't
good thing that
not
he says.
necessarily. Not
I think-
necessarily.
You can't serve two masters.
There's room for you to be lukewarm.
There's no lukewarmity or
It's for the same
lukewarm.
reason. It's for the same reason. I generally believe that the earth is flat.
The artist,
But I still-
the artist,
I'm saying it's for the same reason I believe that the earth is flat.
And you're a scientist.
But then I have to do my geography exams and argue that there are 8 planets. I have to, but then that's not what I actually believe in.
But
How
is the
is
earth
the
flat?
earth
Maria, is the earth flat?
My geography taught me otherwise, and for some reason I bought that. Now you're telling me the earth is flat.
Me, I can't argue about that because I don't have the scope. I've never gone to space. I've never observed the earth from an
Then
outside.
why do we have pictures of the earth being spherical?
I'm
If
not the one
it's
who
flat?
chooses. If it's flat,
Have you seen the Matrix?
the Matrix, yeah, I saw it.
All of
The one where they were dodging bullets like.
But you saw it on TV.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and what they show you on NASA? You're still seeing it on the television, true?
To some point, yes.
Exactly, that's my point. Anyway, let me go back to the origin of all these things, okay? But the big question is, why would they tell us that the earth is flat and not round? True. So if the earth is flat, it means that there is an edge. kuna mali ukifika all dimension. Like
It's either there's an edge or it's infinite. Yeah.
There's nothingness past this point. And if you do research, well, there's something called the Antarctica Treaty, where all governments signed and agreed that past here there's no going. All roads, all means of transport.
In the Antarctica, I had something like that a while back.
Ideally, what I believe is Antarctica is not actually a continent. It's at the edge of the world. It's the ice that keeps the waters in place.
So it surrounds the flat Earth.
Exactly. That's my
It's
point.
not.
It's not
the bottom
You guys are buying
of the sphere. I'm not buying it. I'm just pushing.
We have to question.
You have to understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
But question to what extent?
And okay, let me question then the Earth being round. Who said the Earth is round? Who told you the Earth is round?
Michelangelo or someone.
There's a guy called
Newton.
There's a guy called Copernicus.
Copernicus. Yeah.
He invented the globe as you know it. He invented. You know what invention means?
Coming
But
The guy sat and decided Earth is round. He came up with things
Get
called.
on our show.
Yeah.
You guy, my guy, the Earth is round.
He came up with things called latitudes and longitudes. How do you learn those things? They're imaginary lines.
Yeah,
You're told gravity is mass times
Acceleration.
These are numbers that people came up with. It's for the same reason.
But
one
math
plus
doesn't
one.
lie.
It does. Let me tell you why.
Math is objective.
Yes, it is. But we made maths for ourselves. Man created one, so that when he adds 1 plus 1, it gives 2.
Two whole things.
We use our same analogies. You see, we use our own imaginations to verify our own imaginations. How? We're told the Earth is flat and there's gravity. We're given a gravitational constant, a number. Yes, it was calculated using maths that was invented by man. So man uses his own ideas to help himself.
Arum, I think if we speak about that topic, I'm going to.
It reminds me of this name.
But you are too passionate about that.
Really?
Hey, you've done your research.
I wouldn't say he's too
Copernicus,
passionate. I think
longitudes and
I think he's
latitudes.
passionate.
Yeah. Context.
It's because
Context.
I've once been where you are. I was taught.
Me-
We've been indoctrinated.
In first year, I was a flat earther.
And then, what happened?
Never.
And
Never,
then
never.
it's not cool. I can't argue with everyone every time.
That's true.
Everyone adamantly says the earth is round and it has to be if the majority
Why do you
agrees.
even question if the earth is round or
It is
not?
none of
How
my
do those
business, by the
questions
way.
even come to your mind? You don't have other problems?
No, it's about
Bigger problem.
it's about knowing what really is. It's about knowing your true purpose in life.
I'm just thinking you've never thought, is the earth round or flat? No? Yeah? Mm-mm.
You don't really
Never.
care.
I mean, it doesn't really concern me at the end of the day. I have
It's always about the truth.
So the conundrum we have as Toastmasters, as Gavel Club members, is how do you convey these
Message.
controversial opinions or theories in a way that doesn't offend or doesn't contravene other people?
I mean,
Do you do it?
I think the key to it is to make sure that your audience isn't reactive. I don't know if that makes sense.
Reactive in what sense?
Can you
So
look
I want
the
you-
audience?
I want you to take the example of just this group, as he's mentioned his quote unquote unpopular opinion. It's very easy to use unfortunately, wrong words that can easily flare up someone to build up a defensive wall. Whereas if you sort of conquer that wall before and get them into that state of mind where they think themselves, okay, I'll give him a lesson first. And then I'm going to
and then answer.
and then I'll try and poke holes into his argument. Yeah, I think that's a very key step in trying to articulate what you
But
consider.
you can't just approach people and say, I'm smarter than you, I know everything.
Because
The earth is
unfortunately,
flat and you have to accept it. You
End
can't
of.
go. End of discussion.
Yes. Thank you. Next.
It's also how you should understand your audience.
Read the room.
What he said is right. You must know what kind of people am I talking to, how they receive my message, and find the right way of passing the message to the audience.
Perfect.
it's fantastic.
True,
But
the
talking about-
understanding the audience part. I've recalled I had this discussion that was bound to happen in a church setting, and the topic was religion was the foreplay to colonialism. Now, this is a church setting where they expect you to have this kind of discussion. Imagine the father changed the topic to something else
Foreplay
less
to-
controversial. Because
some sense it's
let's
like-
face it, religion, colonialism, they kind of go hand in hand. And if you start this discussion in a church where people are very staunch Christians and they don't sway, they don't see fault in the system, it's gonna be crazy.
And church can be very polarizing.
Very
You cannot go there with
fine line.
different opinions
Fine line.
and present them
Church.
anyhow. A very thin line.
You guys have you guys heard about the Adam and Eve story? Talking about church and religion.
Bible story
Adam, it's the Bible, so everyone knows
Yes,
it.
yes.
Adam, Eve, an apple, a serpent.
I'm told it's not actually an apple.
Yeah, I heard that.
You heard that?
I've also heard a theory about
It's the
that.
nasty.
That's
So
interesting.
you mean the devil came to Eve and said,
That's
the idea, that's the idea.
show the money well.
That's the idea.
Hey.
Yeah. It was sex. People, they had sex.
That is a
Sex is
controversial
forbidden.
opinion.
It was the forbidden fruit.
But it makes sense. So you mean Cain is the son of the devil?
Now, was it with a snake though, or just Adam and Eve? Okay, now this is.
We don't know. We don't
No, we know.
See, you're told that the snake gave Eve the
The
apple.
apple. What is the apple?
And then,
Oh.
then Eve said,
What is the
Adam,
apple?
I've been given this apple. It is.
I have never
It's
got
good.
it quite.
So she gave Adam.
Oh my God, Eve.
After they're done, they
You
realize we are
naughty.
naked. We are naked.
Hey, so maybe I've never thought of it as the snake gave Eve and then Eve gave
Adam.
what?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I think
Crazy stuff.
Mind blown.
the second controversial thing I'd like to say is
Adam, you have what a
It's
controversial.
not
women are
controversial.
evil.
No. Pause.
They are.
Everyone is
Please
evil.
explain before.
Before we attack you right now.
Yes.
If it were not for Eve, ningekuwa garden of Eden.
Na ukimchukuza bwana.
But it's not because you had a brain of your own. You should have said, no, I don't want no evil, sis.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone is complicit in the original sin.
Women complain and say, "Oh, you led me on, but you followed." So you're saying Adam followed?
Yep. Dumb.
If women are evil, then men are dumb.
Yeah.
According to
And
that
that's
logic.
all.
But on that context only, not any other place.
But everyone has the potential of being evil and being nice.
Adam has given us
It's
at
not
least 3
limited.
controversial topics.
He's a very controversial man.
Person.
You should just keep
I like
on
you.
doing it.
You are the right person for this
Legit.
It's
episode.
all about questioning things. You don't just conform.
Conform to
So it's about knowing yourself and understanding what you really want.
and asking the right questions.
asking the right questions.
Not asking just questions,
Yeah,
the right ones. Raymond, do you have any controversial
Controversial opinions? Not really, because as much as my opinions can trigger a certain demographic of people,
to do certain things?
generally the demographic of people that are getting triggered tend to be the minority. So it's not really an unpopular opinion.
It is just an opinion of your own that has
It's
the
just a
potential-
contrary opinion.
A contrary by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Speaking of unpopular opinions, we are going to run through a list